Our 2:30 podcast. We haven't quite named it yet, but that's okay. But we're here and we are going to talk about the 5 top rappers. So the people who are participating is going to be me, Thomas, Charles, and Percy. Jeremiah and Danny, you guys can jump in at any time if you want to. If you're not up to it, that's totally fine as well. So enjoy the show. Cool. So 5 top rappers. Who wants to kick it off?
Still trying to see who's fucking with Eminem because there's nobody.
What? Come on.
Who is going to battle against Eminem and win?
I'll put him in the list, but I'm not. Listen, if you're talking battle rapper, that's a different aspect or angle. Are you talking about body of work? If we're talking about body of work, I think Lil Wayne could go toe to toe with him in a freestyle and beat his ass. I'm just being honest. If we want to go toe to toe, Lil Wayne, Eminem, I think Weezy will whoop his ass.
A battle for battle.
Battle for battle.
But boy, he's tough. But Lil Wayne in a battle,
can kill
Wayne
him.
just come out with anything off the head. He just bang.
It's Lil Wayne battle versus.
Bro, Eminem put Lil Wayne on his song, and Lil Wayne destroyed him on his own song, bro. Like, come on, dude. Come on, man.
I don't know about that. I think they went bar for bar. If you want to talk, but since we went there, let's talk about Renegade.
Oh my God!
Yeah, let's talk about people putting people on their song
I'm
and
done.
getting blown out.
I'm done.
Jay sat down for a while after that.
I can't with you. I can't with you, bro. Stop playing with me.
I mean, since we're gonna go there and talk about, there's literally a term made from a song called "Getting Renegade."
I'm so done with you, bro. I'm done.
I mean, like, to be honest, like, the old Lil Wayne was good.
Okay.
Like, the new, like, him nowadays, I don't know. Like,
You're not sure?
It's kind
of iffy, yeah.
I like all that pin shit and all that. And all that. You know what Lil Wayne I like mixtape.
Hey, Hot Boys Lil Wayne is probably the top Lil Wayne for me. Like, he will never be beyond that for me.
Eminem, I haven't really heard none of his new stuff.
I don't like Eminem's new stuff. That's probably my problem. I think the last good album he had was Recovery, and even then I was like, he's sober, so it's kind of whack. But yeah,
Yeah, I need you to go back to drugs.
Go back to doing drugs, my guy. It's not good. No, I'm just playing. Hey, but in the same note, I will end with this. Outkast. I'm sorry. You gotta talk about my boys from the South now. Come on now. Outkast brought a whole new. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. We got something to say. We got something to say, baby. You feel me? Source Awards, 1995. I remember that. Yeah.
Back in the day, one of the smoothest rap back in the day was a young lady by the name of MC Lyte.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that was man. MC Lyte. I just believe she could have blew up everything if she wanted to.
Oh yeah, she was smooth, man. MC Lyte.
We have so many more. Then now we got to talk about Queen Latifah.
Oh, of course, it's levels. It's levels. You see how fast this evolves? Yeah, we could do a whole podcast on just female rappers alone. You feel me? Like, that's a whole other conversation. You know what I'm saying? And how it's evolved, how it hasn't evolved, how, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many aspects to that as well. So I enjoy that.
Why is every little girl now Little Kim? Yeah, let's see. We could find out.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
I'd say my number one rapper would be Tupac.
Okay, Tupac coming in strong. Why is that?
It was like before his time. His rap actually pulled people from every culture. It just wasn't about the hood or about a certain ethnic group. He had old white women and young kids just bumping. People still bump Tupac to the day. People that listen to Tupac, it was always a beef saying who was the best, him or Biggie. And Tupac was the man. But what a lot of people didn't know about Tupac was he started off as an actor because his classes. He actually went to school and was doing well in school. He was in acting classes. He was in a performance school.
You're right.
So rap was like something he jumped into and became real good at. And and when he hit it with Digital Underground, he just started blowing up from that as writing and rapping.
Yeah. And I think for a lot of us, Tupac represented just so much success on different angles because he was more than just a rapper. The dude was a poet, an actor. I don't think there's one rapper that can say to this day that they didn't try to emulate that man in any type of way, shape or form. And I think everybody who talks about Tupac who knew him, they all say something different about that man. It's like, so it's very interesting. So yeah, Tupac coming in strong. That's number. We don't know a number yet, but he's in the top 5 for sure, 100%.
Very, very influential rapper. I would say this, like my personal thoughts on Tupac, right, is that to me, like it's been said, Pac was a poet versus Biggie was a storyteller. And I know Pac told stories, but the way that Biggie put his rhymes together, and this is not saying Biggie was better or worse,
Right.
but I would say, because I'm going to go ahead and go off of that, and I would say Biggie would be in my top 5.
Okay.
That's why, going off of Pac. Yeah, Biggie, like the 10 Crack Commandments. I got a story to tell at the end of that song right there, Dead Wrong.
Dead Wrong.
I mean, if you think about it also, they both did so many collabs with same people too. Bone Thugs had a song with both of them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So on and so forth. A lot of different. So yeah, a lot of rappers emulate. It's just like Kobe Bryant and all these kids now. They emulate Kobe, right?
They
Even
do.
though he's gone.
They do.
God rest soul.
Yeah, 100%.
And they got pitted against each other. And people forget. At first, those dudes were doing big things together.
They were friends.
They were hot to get that little like EP they put out together. Fire, still to this day.
100%. That's a good argument, man. All right, coming in strong. Of course, we got the OGs. Like, and it's funny because it's like thinking back at their careers. Think about it. They were young, man. They were young men when they died. They were so young. It's insane. To think back on it now. We drive around Vegas all the time, right where he was shot. Tupac died out here. It rained in Vegas that day, like for real. And that's why I argue for Nas, because Nas talks about it. Nas is still throwing out heat. And nobody can tell me that Nas is not in the top 5, bro. He's still freaking killing the game with Hit Boy right now. So I'll throw my hat in the ring and say Nas is in my top 5. Yeah. Yep. Got yourself a gun. He destroyed Jay-Z. And I'm not going to knock anything Jay-Z did, but damn it. I was always Team Nas.
Jay-Z.
Yep.
Nas had the voice, but Nas was the man. He had the voice.
He got the voice.
That was just brought you to where he was. And he had knowledge, man. Nas was.
He's a storyteller now. He's telling all the secrets of the past. If you're listening to any of his new music, I think it was Streets Disciple 2, he over here talking about Death Row East and how Death Row East was almost a thing. Yeah, you need to listen to that song. This shit was real. And he's talking about everything. He's talking about how he was supposed to be in Vegas shooting a video with Tupac the day he died. Crazy song, dude. Yeah, check it out.
Old rappers be like foreseeing the future and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All that, man. It's like they come in and there's some of these rappers in here that have like this third eye sight. They know what's gonna come. They know what's gonna happen. I mean, that brings me to my next one, Kendrick. Anybody who's out here, if you know, I don't know about this last album. I think this is like, you make your money and now you're gonna go ahead and do your like.
He pulled a Drake. He knew his fans were gonna bite it. He knew everybody was gonna listen to it. He knew it was gonna go number 1, and he knew it was kind of weak. Yeah. I'm just putting it out. I'm just saying. I'll be honest, but I love Kendrick. I do love Kendrick.
I see songs on it, and one of them, the radio song. Every TikToker in the world push these niggas up and be like, ugh.
Yep. That's dope. What else? Anybody else? What's up? Top rapper. Let me think.
Yeah. I got 2 more. I got 2 more.
Go ahead.
I got as one of my top 5. I gotta go here and say, guys, Wu-Tang Clan. Ain't nothing to fuck with.
I mean, it's insane how you have to have this conversation about how influential the Klan was, bro. It's insane. Like, watching the show, I'm still watching the show. I'm still catching up on season 3. And I'm so happy the show came out because I was a kid when they were hot, and I became fans of. It's not like I was a fan of Wu-Tang Clan. I was more a fan of them individually because by the time I got to them, they were all doing their own thing. You feel me? Like Method Man and all. Yeah, So that was my upbringing with them, but I love looking back and knowing how great they were. You know what I'm saying? As a collective. So, but yeah, Wu-Tang all day. I love Busta.
There's so many.
It's too many.
Busta Rhymes is personally so influential to me and why I'm even here.
100%.
Like, if anybody ever heard his first album, right? My favorite song is the one that he did when they were just coming together, Flip Mode Squad, and it's like an 8-minute song, it's got the grindiest beat on it ever. It's like that.
Check it out.
Because I love just like, oh my!
I love his beats. Like I would, you brought up like 100 beats of all time. His Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See is like probably my number 1 beat of all time. Like I love that beat so freaking much, bro. Like it's insane. Like you feel me? You feel me? So anytime he does a collab, it's fire, right? Think about all of Busta Rhymes collabs. The Pharrell, Pastor Cavassier, fire, dropped it, killed it. He did the Missy Elliott song. He did a bunch. He did Chris Brown. Anything he does. Touch it, breathe it. That one with Mary J. Blige rapping too, bro. Don't even get me started on Busta. Busta kills the game when he does collabs. When he does anything. So rest in peace. Not rest in peace, but I got to give it to him. He's a god. Like, for real. I put him up there with Nas. Yeah. We are a solid 7 to 8 minutes in. I don't want to make it too long, so I'll stop us here. Let me stop the record here. We can continue our conversation, but I'm going to stop the record here for your podcast purpose, and I will email the 4 of you, or the 3 of you, okay? How about that? All right, let me escape. Man.